Ah, there you go. Oh boy, well, here it is. What July? July? No, I don't think so. January started with the J, right? Yeah, January 2nd, 2018. And boy, I'll tell you, it's cold out. Oh. Yesterday, let's see, I kicked off the new year by spending about 4 hours down in the basement defrosting pipes. Yeah, yeah, well, it's not the end of the world. Actually, it was kind of fun. Nothing, no leaks sprung, so that's all right. And I was just down there trying to matching wits with Mother Nature, and well, I guess this time I won. You don't always, though. Yeah, you don't always. But at least there was no flood in the basement, and we I found some spots where cold air was leaking in. I've patched them up a bit. We should be a little better. So famous last words. I know. Oh my. Well, I thought I'd read a blurb from my book, the Book of Doc Blurps, the starter set. A little taste of summer. Yeah, for you. Okay, it's called Jersey Flora and Fauna. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm reading now. Yes, of course. I don't know if this is true or not, but I was slicing a tomato for my morning tomato sandwich back on Saturday, and I noticed that the tomato had a low, flat, cone-shaped knob on its bottom. Uh, I had not really noticed that before. I guess that's one of the things you just, yeah, it's a tomato. And all of a sudden I'm looking, I said, well. So my wife Sandy was nearby and waiting for me to hurry up. Frankly, we don't have that much space on our kitchen counter. My record collection and Sandy's antique business and her auction finds take up way too much space in our little bungalow. So pretty much there's about 1 square foot of food prep area in the kitchen. And I got to it first this time, doggone it. I pointed out the tomato's bottom to her, saying, hey, ain't this an odd shape? Look, all the tomatoes you got me the other day at the flea market, they're shaped this way. Without batting an eyelash, Sandy said, yeah, that's because they're Jersey tomatoes. That's how you tell they're from Jersey. So I guess Jersey tomatoes have knobby bottoms. I honestly I didn't know that, but that the other people have confirmed Sandy's her knowledge. Well, Sandy actually used to work in produce. Yeah. Okay. And somehow it seemed like that's how it should be, sort of like outies instead of innies. For all these my many years, I did not know that particular fact. Well, now you do too. So, knobby bottom, Jersey tomato. Now, later, I was walking the hound, Millie, down our lane. Millie was sniffing and piddling as usual. It's one of her favorite things to do. We call it pea mail. She's because she's signaling to other dogs and other critters that she's been down the road. Right. It's yeah. Being a basset hound, she takes her time on a walk. Oh my gosh, glaciers move faster. So I use the time to notice stuff. You may as well, because you're not going any faster. It's better than yanking on her leash and screaming. I was checking out the many varieties of poison ivy that line our lane when all of a sudden it hit me. There were holes eaten to many of the poison ivy leaves. Yeah, they were hit by, they were holes in the poison ivy leaves. Some of the poison ivy was suffering evidently from a beetle infestation. And it's hard to believe, but somewhere out there on our lane, and maybe on other lanes too, maybe your lane, there's a beetle that can eat poison ivy. Uh, and now that's some serious evolution. I get itchy just thinking about it. I mean, what a stomach that critter's got to have. If he landed on you and strolled around a bit, you'd get the rash, right? I think you would. Oh heck, man, how poison ivy, heck, now poison ivy flies. I'm staying inside. I'm going to need some kind of bug spray with added calamine lotion. Oh yeah, let's see. Just little things I noticed. I haven't really seen. Of course, this is winter now, but remind me in the summer to try to notice what doggone beetle can do that, because boy, it don't make sense to me. And then the other thing I noticed, I think you'll like this, a little garden tip for you. At the end of the year, when you grow tomatoes, you got lots of little green ones that didn't, they were green. I used to throw them out. I used to throw them out. They'd look like this. You see? Okay. Yeah, little tiny, nothing, nothing much tomatoes. And but what they do is I took them in and I said, I'm at least maybe I'll have fried green tomatoes one day, and I set them up on the windowsill. And Sandy said she looked at him and said, what are you doing? I said, well, I figure I'll cook the green ones one day. She says, well, wait till they turn red. I said, no, they ain't going to turn red. They're green. She says, no, no. She says, leave them. It's going to take a while. She says, it's going to take a while, but just let them sit there basking in the window. And I said, what's going to happen? She says, well, they're going to turn red. I said, oh, no way. No way. She said, oh, well, you wait and see. And look, see, now here's that tomato. Now watch. If I turn it around, see it? Look, it's red. And oddly enough, yeah, they get a little pruny. They're sort of like the tomato's answer to a prune. They get, you can't see it with this camera, I don't think, but they get kind of crinkly. Can you see that? I don't know. Not too. It looks like the tomato's fanny there, don't it? But I assure you, it's not. But they get a little, they get a little shriveled. But I'll tell you, that doesn't stop the flavor. In fact, they're rather tasty. Yeah. What you do is you get like a muffin, nice English muffin. You slice them on the muffin. There you go. In the middle of December, well, this is January now. You can be eating little red tomatoes, and they're actually about as tasty as can be. Anyway, a little, yeah. Next year, you know what to do with all those green tomatoes that didn't make it. The little tiny ones. Yeah, they're good. Okay. All right. Well, that's a wrap. I guess best thing I can say is I'm heading off to work. It's about 2 below zero here in North Jersey today. It's actually, the dairy aisle's going to feel kind of balmy. Yeah, I'm going to bring some suntan lotion, I think. Anyway, we'll see you later, friends. God bless, and have a good day. Stay warm.